Hey, what's up guys, welcome back. This is the last video of this week, so first week 5 video in a row. Pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with how the week ended, the trading week ended. We had a nice profit, even though, as I said in the beginning, I'm not using full size lots. I'm just risking like 50 bucks per trade, more or less, even though I have a $50,000 account. It's a prop firm account. I'm trying to pass in the first phase, but I decided to take a step back and try to solve the self-sabotage problem and also try to improve a little bit my skills. So just making the last step in order to become really profitable, and this is going pretty good so far, to be honest. I've noticed a pretty decent, actually a pretty excellent improve on my trades, as you can see from these week videos. So I'm gonna dig into the last day of trading. Surprisingly a nice day, to be honest. I'm gonna start with gold because gold is the first trade I took today with euro dollar, but I've closed euro dollar at break even. So I ended up having a loss on gold, to be honest, just because of my mistake, and I'm gonna explain you why. So I ended up noticing that gold on the 4-hour was going to rebalance this order block here, but you know, we are on a bullish trend, so no new low has been accepted here. So what I was expecting was this order block to fail, but still, you know, there was a pretty decent push here. So what I wanted the price to do was to touch my order block here and then go down. The only problem is that we swept the highs here. All right, we shift the structure in the Asian session, and the price was promising, I'm gonna replay for you, was promising us, you know, something gorgeous to me, because we had a sweep here and the order block calling the price down here, and actually there was also the volume to do so, and to me it was a pretty decent occasion to go short. So what I've decided to do after the price broke down this low here with this candle, so I'm talking about the last standing here that turned out to be a breaker with this candle, was to go short. At 9 we were here, so I decided to wait a little bit longer. We had a new order block even down here, so what I've decided to do was to enter my position here, not with this candle. I'm gonna show you what I was aiming to, you know, at least was this order block here, even though there was a 50%, that was really nice too. But anyway, the price ended up giving me a nice push down. We also broke the structure on the M5, so I thought that this was a really nice nice trade, you know. So I ended up taking my position a little bit later, like here. I'm gonna show you the 1 minute real quick. All right, yeah, that's when I decided to take my trade, basically. Okay, so with this bearish, engulfing, I placed my stop loss over here, even though it was not the high I've told you about, and this was the first mistake. Second mistake was not to notice that this was the Asian session low, right, that had been taken, and the price reacted pretty nicely on the M1, even though the structure was not broken. So I was still going for the short. Price got down a little bit, but then it pushed a lot higher than I expected. So I ended up taking the loss here. I didn't mind that much because, as you know, I had a beautiful week, and hitting a stop like this is not a problem at all. What I actually don't like about this is that I had to switch down to the 1 minute time frame, seeing that the price had accepted the new high. All right, so we had new low here, Asian session sweep, even though it's not that big, but it was still a sweep. New high that didn't create another high, new low that didn't create another low, but it created a new high. So there was a market structure shift. So the new target could have been this, or even the order block here. So what I should have done was waiting for the price to come back into this giant order block, or for those of you that uses the fair value gap, this fair value gap here, pretty nice. So I should have waited for the price to come back here and get into the trade. As soon as the price stepped in, also gave us an engulfing. So there was also the chance for the price to, for us to take this trade. It's not that crazy if you think about it. We had this fair value gap that has been respected. We had a 50% that has been tapped, nice, pretty nice, right? We had a doji candle when the price tapped the 50% and an engulfing candle. So it was not that crazy. Believe me, I mean, I seen this shit every day, so it was not that crazy. The price started to climb up, and that's when I realized that I should have took a long. Here was the first target. Here was the final. In my opinion, I wouldn't recommend to hold the trade longer than this. And if you give it a context on the 15 minutes, you can clearly see that this thing here was still long, no shorts. No low has been accepted, but a high, yes sir. So the high has been accepted, so we were still bullish on the M15, and I decided to go short. So that's my bad. I'm a dumbass sometimes, and I realize that's why I'm making these videos, in order not to make these mistakes again. So we were still high. We were still on a bullish trend. I should have taken this long. Should have waited a couple more minutes after 10:30 and taken this long here. Not exactly like this, even though it's a really nice trade like this, but also with a stop below here and an entry, like a pending entry on the fair value gap. So what I've decided to do was to take these, all right, because I like fair value gaps, but you never know. So this to me was a perfect entry. As you can see, 50% of the range, and go. If you don't like this, wait for the bullish engulfing and then go for it. It was a 1, 2, 3. If you take in like this, and if you take in like that, boom, 1 to 7, almost 1 to 8. So after that, I was a little bit disappointed about this trade, but also thankful. I am thankful because I've learned that sticking to even the 1 minute sometimes when price is on a kind of retracement on a major move, or is condensating inside a zone, or also didn't shift the structure on my opposite side, I still can take trades on the 15 minutes drive. All right, so this should have been my trade, but it's okay. I will take more trades in the future, and I will take them on the right direction. I'm pretty positive about this. Price ended up getting some liquidity here at 130, almost 130. Gave us, to be honest, a beautiful bearish engulfing, but it's okay. There was this breaker that needed, this order block that needed to be broken down because the price was accepting the new high here. So I honestly was here at 130, and what I should have done was wait for the price to accept on the M15. All right, M15, and then go down. But as you can see, the price action was really ugly in my opinion. And as you can see here, there was this test on this breaker block on the 1 minute. The price stayed here a little bit, then gave a bearish engulfing and started to roll down. Then it got liquidity here, so you know, M15 was not turned yet, and we were still bullish. Nothing to do with it. If you stick to that, if you stick to the structure, you can't miss, you know. So, you know, still bullish, but you know, ranging, so it's okay. I didn't took any trade on this move here. So this is it for today on gold. Ended up staying on the same spot until 4 p.m. As you can see, at 4 it started to go down a little bit, but you know, it was not yet bearish. It started to become bearish in my opinion here. All right, so you know, not a good price action to trade, to be honest. Not a nice moves to trade, so it's okay. I'll switch to euro dollar. All right, and I'll tell you, I basically had the same entry. Okay, same entry here on this morning London, sorry, this breaker block here at almost 9. That's what I've noticed, that the price was going to retrace into these 15 minutes order block here. So what I thought was that since we had a really nice 15 minutes bearish engulfing, was that the price probably could have started a nice retracement, all right, nice reverse to this liquidity that was still left unchecked from Thursday. So I anticipated the move, and I was conscious of that. As soon as I saw the bearish engulfing, I also saw this breaker block on the M1. So I decided to enter my position here on this candle, aiming, as I said, for this liquidity downstairs for a beautiful 127, even though I know there was this OTE, all right, on the M15, so still bullish. Even euro dollar was still bullish. So what's more here? Yeah, I was also going to retry an entry on the London session breaker, but to be honest, I saw no acceptance of the new low here until 11 a.m. So as you can see, the breaker block here on the M5 has been retested after the M15 accepted the new low, all right, here. So there was a possibility to enter here, but again, you know, pretty choppy session even in the afternoon. We grabbed the liquidity here, ranged a little bit more, grabbed liquidity on the OTE and ranged a little bit more. So no nice trades on euro dollar today, but that's fine. What I'm actually here for is GU. GU gave us a beautiful entry on New York session on the M5. To be honest, to me, with you guys, this is a trade I'm a bit proud of, and I'm gonna tell you why. So let me just rewind this. All right, so this morning I've missed a big move, all right, because at 4 hour, you know, it tapped the 4 hour order block here and reabsorbed the whole candle, and this was a crazy move, right? It did it like in minutes, See, 4-hour candle was this guy here, and then again this guy here. So ended up going up from 7 a.m. all right, and then went back straight. So this breaker block here was not even retested. Basically the price just melted down. I'm gonna show you on the M5. All right, the price just basically melted down here. On the M15 too, there was this beautiful, all right, bearish engulfing after, you know, the price tapped this 4-hour order block. This could have been an entry, even though we had like 14 pips. All right, so 14 pips for a 1, 2, 3. I would have ended like with my take profit at 3 p.m. and I should have opened it at like at 8:30. So this is not my kind of trade, even though this confirmation is pretty solid after a liquidity grab or a order block mitigation. Even though, you know, 50% is an amazing confirmation when it the price tapped the 50% and give you a beautiful bearish engulfing. But what I decided to do was to evaluate this order block here. You know, we had a break of structure here. Sorry, a market structure shift here, and then again here. So these, all right, this zone is pretty solid because it drive the second break and continuation of this low. So as soon as the price rebalanced, we tapped into the order block, all right, just a little bit. But what I was aiming for was the rebalance, of course. And as soon as it rebalanced, all right, here, it closes the candle inside the previous low, sorry, the previous high, gave us a beautiful bearish engulfing. All right, it's the same that was here. Not get fooled by the market. It was the same here and here. So as soon as it tapped again, I said, why not? I had like 7 pip, which is like half of the risk, half of the, sorry, of the area I considered this morning. And then boom, 1, 2, 3. But why was I proud of this? I read the structure pretty good, but there was this internal break, all right, that could have dropped the price above here. You know, guys, there's a lot of space here. There's a lot of liquidity that is pending here for the price to rebalance, you know, this structure and again even lower. But you know, I decided to enter this trade. Price didn't even went back to my break even. Just here I was a little bit confused from the price movement, just because as soon as we accepted the new low here, I was all right, I'm done. Price has moved. We are in the OTE in the 15 minutes inside the 4-hour order block. There's also a 1-hour order block. But then the price, you know, mysteriously went up and tried to take out some liquidity. So I was scared when it got here that it was going to take my break even. But you know, later on, 10 minutes and we were on profit. So 1, 2, 3, amazing. Same trade, same risk reward of this morning. Just it took just like, I don't know, 1/10 of the time. So it was between 2:20 and 3:20. So an hour. All right, pretty decent trade. I'll show you. These are the trades. This is the profit for the week. As I said, I've risked like $50 and I took a few stops. So it's okay. I'm really happy on how my market structure reading is turning. As you can see, it reacted perfectly on my OTE 50%. I'm pretty happy also with this. I mean, I was trading and I've analyzed. I was like in this situation. I've analyzed the whole market and I was like, all right, this is the move. This is the move. I should find an OTE. And the OTE turned out to be precisely that zone. All right, I'm missing one level. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, so this is the OTE, and it tapped perfectly, and the price reacted from there. I am pretty happy with this, to be honest. No other trades were possible, in my opinion. We are also on the last Friday of the month. So that's all to me for this week. Pretty happy on how this thing is going on. I am more confident. I'm gaining confidence in my trades and myself, and this is helping me staying really consistent and exposing exactly exposing myself to the outside world, to anybody. So potentially anybody can see if I'm making some profits from trading or not, if I'm like only fuss or I am the real deal, like this. Even though I don't want to sell anything to anybody because it's not my kind of thing, I just want to be consistent and become really, really profitable and live a little bit out of trading, at least a little bit. All right, so see you next week. I hope you enjoyed this week. I had a really nice Thanksgiving, and I guess I'll see you guys on Monday.